Man, my legs hurt, son. I did 400 meters of lunges and 100 air squats. Got me feeling like newborn Bambi. Hey, what's up, folks? Man, I'm looking around. Seems like there's a storm of brewing. Just felt like I need to get out and ride the bike a little bit. If you look at it, see, it's not all that clean at the moment. Hasn't had a bath in a cool little minute. Lane split. Hey, so might as well talk about it. I've had a lot of people, or some of my friends, just asking about lane splitting. Actually, a lot of my family, since after seeing a couple of the YouTube videos, and just saying, man, aren't you scared when you lane split? And right now, as long as you do it correctly, or as long as I do it correctly, no. Just because when you're riding a motorcycle, and if you've seen lane splitting videos, like, you've probably heard people talk about this already, so this will sound repetitive, but for those of you who haven't already watched the video of the sort, when you're on a motorcycle, it's just you. Of course, I've said that a couple times. It's just you and your bike, and you don't have gear. And imagine if I was a car and I was going to rear end this person right here. I would be rear ending his car. Yes, there may be injuries, there may not, but especially if there was somebody in the back seat. But let's just say it's a person in the front seat. It's just him, and you rear end him. You're not going too fast. You're going, like, let's say you're going 20 miles an hour, and you rear end this person. Let's say you're going 15. You hit this person in the back. Chances are his car is going to be messed up, but he will be fine. You hit a motorcycle going 15 miles an hour, this person's going to be bleeped up. So the state of California, as great as it has been, CHP, decided that it would be safer for cyclists to split in between cars, like I'm about to do here. Reason being is for a couple different reasons. One, I just described to you. Say, for instance, right here, I'm a lot safer than, well, if I was in between another car, I'd be a lot safer than I would be in the front of a line. Just because if somebody else gets rear-ended, I'm protected. As a cyclist, I'm protected in between two cars. I'm sandwiched, therefore I have a little bit of a shield, and I don't reach imminent death. Just because riding a bike itself is dangerous enough, now get hit by a car, you know. Oh, somebody got that. Oh, wait. Somebody got that. Oh, wait. Other reasons why it's safe to lane split, or if you do it correctly, why it's safer, or why it's efficient. I won't say safer, but why it's more efficient. Let's say there's traffic and you're a cyclist. What you're doing by lane splitting or filtering is you're reducing traffic. Instead of waiting, instead of creating more of a wait for cars, you're just going in between the cars safely, and you're taking that extra spot out of the road that the next car has to wait for, therefore reducing traffic. So I'm reducing traffic, and I'm also protecting myself. Now there are, of course, There are, of course, I'll say guidelines to lane splitting that have been set off or set forth by the CHP. Some of these guidelines being you're not supposed to lane split if traffic is going 40 miles an hour or faster. If traffic is going 40 or faster, you're technically not supposed to lane split because they've decided that 40 miles an hour is fast enough to not have to lane split. Also, you, the rider, while lane splitting, you, the rider, are not supposed to go faster. Technically, you're not supposed to go much faster than 40 miles an hour either. And you're not supposed to go more than 10 miles an hour faster than what traffic is going. So if traffic is going 15 miles an hour, you're technically not supposed to go faster than 25. Now, that's that's a gray area. That's more subjective, up to CHP to decide exactly how fast they believe you're going, because unless they're like, I don't know, you ask me, I'd say it's pretty hard to judge exactly how much faster you're going than a different car, than another car, because I'm a runner, or at one point I was a runner. And you ask me, if I was going slow and somebody went to the outside of me and went and passed me, of course I'm going to believe that they're moving, they're going really fast. That's the thing with cars. A lot of cars think that bikers are reckless and that they're speeding past them. Given, of course, there are dumbasses for everything. There's dumb riders, there's dumb car drivers, there's dumb drivers. A lot of cars feel that when they're at a standstill and you go past them, you're lane splitting, that you're going like 30, 40 miles an hour, when in reality you're not going that fast. But of course to them it feels like you're going fast when you're being extremely safe. I used to be one of those people before I had a bike that thought that the biker was being crazy and was being a lunatic. When after I got my bike, I realized, no, I wasn't going that fast. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is, if the biker is being responsible, lane splitting is actually really safe. It's safe for the rider and it's efficient for traffic. So instead of you being upset that this person is going in between you, I mean, you're going to be jealous either way because this person doesn't have to wait in traffic. But instead of you being upset, be thankful that this person or that these group of people are reducing traffic. I've had instances where people get upset at me and they try and block a lane. They move towards the lane so that it makes it harder for me to go in between, where I usually take it as a challenge and I'm like, word? And I split them anyways. But it's not a cool thing to do. Some people, they get it mistaken, and they don't realize that at least in California, that it's legal and actually encouraged to lane split safely. So they get upset and they do things like that. Now, I can't speak for the rest of the U.S. The rest of the U.S., it's not legal yet, but it's on the way to becoming legal. Oh, was that water that hit my screen? I hope it was a bug. I don't like riding in rain, especially that new rain. Oh, got water droplets. I'm not about that life, son. That life? I ain't about it. You're also not technically, well, I'm not exactly sure. I don't think you're supposed to split in between cars when it's a double turn, like a double left hand. I don't think you're supposed to be in the middle of the two left hand turns. I don't think so. I've seen people do it. I've done it once before. I haven't done it more than once, but so whenever that happens, I just assume that this person on the left is going to want to go to the far right. So I'm going to have to try and make it to the far right. Unless this person to the right of me, like, you get what I'm saying. When I was before I first lane split, my heart was like pounding when I first got my bike, and I'd been riding for a bit, and I decided, you know what, I think it's that time. I decided, man, I think it's that time, and I was kind of like sitting there going like, oh, am I gonna do it? Am I gonna split? And kind of like, oh, see, like this person that came up behind me, man, like, felt like they were super close. Instead of hitting me, I could have been in between these two cars and been safe. Yeah, I was sitting there looking like a kid at the elementary school playing double dutch, talking about, am I gonna do it? 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 And one of those times I saw another biker. He just went straight past me. He wasn't blazing or anything, but he went past me and he went in between these two cars, and I felt stupid. And I was like, word. So after that, I tried it out, and I was like, YOLO! I was just like, I'm gonna try it out, YOLO! And I felt free. So look out for people like that. And people like this right here. I'm gonna be trusting y'all. Dang, what is this? Official jump in front of me day. See, here we go. Going less than 40. Nope, right in between. Now, what you do have to look out for when lane splitting is open gaps like this, because the car may or may not see you and decide that they want to transfer lanes right as you go in between them. So the safest point to lane split are when two cars are right next to each other like this. Like neither one of them can really lane change right now. I'm going 40, so I don't necessarily have to lane split, but let's say they were going slower than that. When they were right next to each other, neither of the two cars can change lanes, so that's the most opportune place to lane split. Now if they're staggered or if there are gaps in between the two lanes, you really need to look out. I mean, if you're paying attention, if you're observant, then you'll be safe. You can drive defensively or ride defensively so that nobody hits you. Just because drivers oftentimes don't see bikers, you have to assume that that no drivers see you when you ride, like all the time. But yeah, so, and you just have to look for signs that they want to move over. For example, if you see their wheels starting to like just turn ever so slightly, you know that they're going to want to get over. If you see them, if you look in the back mirror and you see them looking to the right or you see them looking to the left, shoot, son, what you think they're trying to do? They're either checking out the person next to them or they want to get over. So look out for those kind of things. And you know, if you're new to lane splitting, I would say take it easy. All right, don't be watching. I mean, I'm all about Baker X Derek, but he has a lane splitting video that I watched before I had ever lane split, and he's on the freeway at night. And he's just smashing when he's lane splitting. He was like splitting at like 70, 80. He has a video of him splitting at like 120 miles an hour. But take it easy. Like I would do it on something. I would do it where cars are stopped, like at a light. for my first time, where cars are at a light and they don't have a chance of moving over, for the very first time, if you're in California, I'm not condoning, you know, any illegal actions, you know, you going ahead and lane splitting, you're in a different state. If you do it, that's up to you. Don't say Joshy Boy Moto told you to do it, you know. But if you're brand new, try it for the first time. Try it at a red light where there are cars, a couple of cars that you're going to get in between, and they don't have a chance of moving. And then eventually you'll try it while we're riding, or you'll try it while traffic is moving at a slower level, and you'll just work your way up. You'll get more confident, and then before you know it, you'll be a complete idiot. Catch you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed it.